Excellent. Here we are once again, another Midjourney Mondays. This is episode 12 already. Time flies when you're having fun and prompting. So, welcome to episode 12. Today we're gonna review image prompting, which, like many of these features that we review, is something I actually don't use too often. So I will be doing a bit of learning tonight right alongside you all. All right, so if you are watching this live, you do need to be signed into your YouTube account in order to use the chat. So just a heads up there. Otherwise, we should be good to go. All right, let's get into image prompts. So I think a part of the reason why I haven't really used image prompts too much is, I don't know, it just seemed really complicated. But now that I'm looking over the documentation, it actually doesn't seem too bad. I think I was overcomplicating the need to have the image URL. I didn't realize there was kind of a shortcut to getting that. So let's talk about this, image prompts. So basically up until now, well, except for blend, we did do blend already, I think. We've just been talking about text prompts, but image prompts is exactly what it sounds like. In combination with or as opposed to using a text prompt, you can use an actual image as a part of the prompt. So yeah, kind of excited to explore this. So I actually really like this example they have right here in terms of how to structure a prompt that has an image, text, and parameters, which in my brain is just like a lot going on, but depending on what you're making, could be necessary. So it says to add images to a prompt, add the web address where the image is stored online, must add in an extension like PNG, GIF, or JPEG. After adding image addresses, adding additional text and parameters. Okay, cool. So then there's just a few more rules saying image prompts have to go at the front of a prompt. Interesting. What is this? Prompts must have 2 images or 1 image and text to work. Okay, maybe that's why I've had trouble in the past, but I think I was doing it wrong. So 2 images or 1 image and text. Let's start with an image and text and go from there. Blend is a simplified image prompting process optimized for mobile users. Okay, so I just mentioned blend. All right, so let's talk about how to get this URL. So it talks about how you need this URL to directly link to an online image. And at first I was thinking, okay, that's super annoying. I need to like upload this image somewhere to like a hosting site and then get a link. Like, that's annoying. But if you're using Discord, which you likely are, because as of right now, I don't believe there's any other way to use Midjourney. You can apparently do it directly in Discord. So it says that all you have to do is paste the image into the chat, send the image, and then depending on which version of desktop you're using, you're basically going to copy the image address or the link. I'm on the desktop app, so I'm going to copy the link. So, and then this is just more examples of how to add the image. So it's saying to type imagine and then to drag the image file into the prompt box and to add the URL and then add the prompt. So, all right, let's see. This is sounding more complicated than it is, I hope. Okay. Hello, dear. Sorry, I'm just now seeing your comment, Goddess AI art. I have so many windows and tabs open, and I'm like every few minutes switching between them. So I'm just now seeing your comment. Thanks for being here, darling. Happy to see you. Okay. Let's see. I am on my laptop. I have lots of images, so I'm going to start by dragging an image. Okay, I'm going to start with one of my artwork pieces. Okay, so... Okay, wait. Look, I'm already confused about what to do. So it says, drag the image or right click and paste the link. Okay, so I dragged the image and then it sounds like I can type the prompt now. Oh wait, no. Okay, I see where I messed up. I didn't type imagine yet, so now I add it, right? Oh wait, no, it's asking me to... Oh God, see, look, I'm so lost. Okay, so let's think about this. It says drag the image and then okay. All right, oh man, I'm freaking losing it. Okay, so I see. I need to do this, and then it said to do, what was it? Copy image link. Right click on the image and select copy link. Okay. Not message link. Oh, I need to open it in the browser. Okay, got it. Right click. Image address, is that what it means? Oh no, I can use this URL. Okay, got it. Whew. Okay, there we go. We got it. And now that I have that, the next thing I do is type the prompt. All right, so let's say, and then they have some examples of starting images. All right, let's see. So I have like this kind of, this is one of my NFT artworks. So, what can we do with this? Kind of like the example of adding flowers. Oh, sorry, I am so tired. Let's see. I'm gonna say surrounded by colorful flowers. All right, y'all, disclaimer, I've really never used this up until now, so let's see how this goes. Let's try a few more variations. I don't know. I'm having like such creative block right now, but I can already see that like good things are happening, so that's okay. I'm gonna say for this one, like, all right, so I took the image and I've added 3 text prompts after the same image. So, oh, this is cool. It's not even done like generating, and I can already see this is going to be really cool. Okay, so starting image. This image is called Mechadelic. It's an NFT that I have listed on Tezos right now on Object. I took this artwork and used it as a starting point, and then for the first one, all I did was add, so let's, once again, this is the starting image. For this first one, I added surrounded by flowers. So you can see that we kind of had the same, I don't want to say aesthetic, but we have the lady, she has big hair, she kind of has like her robot outfit, and then we definitely have the flowers in here. So I don't know, of these, I like the top two more, and if I had to really pick one, I would probably say the top right, but they're all awesome. This next one, I just added the word sunset. So again, we have our same character. She's wearing her, you know, robo suit, and then we have a few different sunset scenes behind her. Not a huge fan of any of them, to be honest, but if I had to pick one, I would say this bottom right probably is my fave, but you know, these things are open into interpretation, so we're just gonna make that bigger. And then the last one I did was same starting image, but I added the words horror movie poster afterwards, and these are actually pretty cool. I don't know what gave me the idea to type that in, but I did. Yeah, these are pretty fun. I really like this bottom right and this top right. Really cool. I like how the bottom right kind of like, it looks like she's covered in blood or something. Like, I don't know. That's cool. So just to kind of recap here, we started with this image, and by adding some text after the image, we got a few interesting variations, which are pretty fun. Nice. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Image weight parameter. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's plug a different image in here and see what happens. Okay, so I can just drop it. Okay, so all right, this is the process that I am following. Let's see, what is my starting image going to be? What do we want to start with? Let's start with, let's start with the Good Juju logo. That's pretty interesting. I've never really done anything in Midjourney with our logo, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so, that's what I want to do, explain the process. So the first thing I did, first of all, I'm on a desktop, not a desktop, well, whatever, desktop, laptop. I'm on a computer, not a phone right now. So I went to my desktop, I opened Finder, and I dropped the image. And I literally dragged and dropped the image into Discord, and then it like uploaded it here. After I did that, I click it, and then I opened in browser, and then after opening in browser, I copied the URL from like the, whatever this is called, search bar, and that is what I am pasting in here. So now I'm typing Imagine, I'm pasting what I just copied from the URL of the image, and now after this is where I'm going to add the prompt. So all right, I have our logo. Trying to think, perhaps we add some like background scenery. So maybe we say like floating in outer space, because this has a white background. If you are in the live stream, feel free to hop into the chat and drop any images, any links to any images, any suggestions. Okay, let's get a few in here. All right, added a few text prompts, same starting image for all of them, which is the Good Juju logo. Again, something I've never done. Pretty interested to see how this turns out. Let's see. So this first one, I added the words floating in outer space after starting with our logo. Got some cool stuff going on here. You can see it definitely kind of tried to keep the general shape and colors, especially in this bottom right. I think this bottom left is kind of cool, how the guy is like walking on the crystal. And also this one on the top right, it has, I don't know if that's like an astronaut or something down there at the bottom. Gonna pick one and just upscale it to get a closer look. Okay, next one was, okay, we started with the logo, added the words woman holding gemstones. So again, you can see we kind of have this same color scheme and kind of shapes in terms of the logo, but really interesting. So this bottom left actually has a woman. The others are just hands. Got a really weird AI hand happening here. It's a single hand with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fingers. Incredible. Actually really like this. You might see me mint this one as an NFT. This is kind of cool. So you saw it here first. Yeah, I might take this and play around with it more and mint it later because that is pretty cool. Another cool one, 2 hands. I'd imagine women's hands, considering the manicures potentially, and some gemstones. And then kind of a similar setup here, not as realistic. Really interesting. I'm kind of like upset at myself for not using this feature more. And then the last one, so we started with the logo and then I just added Pink Magical Wonderland. And that's exactly what we got. Lots of pink, although it did kind of keep the teal and some of the kind of fuchsia-esque colors. Not a huge fan of this one. Was kind of having a brain fart toward the end in terms of what I should type in there. This is so funny. As I am recording this right now in real time, I just received a message from someone that says, "Hey, which was the AI tool for the art?" As I am recording Midjourney Mondays. That is hilarious. I was just telling a colleague about Midjourney earlier today. So these are cool. Couple cool ones. Definitely digging the vibes. Again, really feeling this one. I love when you get like really weird, unexpected, like surreal, odd stuff. It's always a good time. All right, so before I jump to image weights, I want to get another image in here. Let's see what I have on my desktop that I can... Let's see. Sorry, I am taking a while here. Just trying to find something that I feel would be a good starting point for us to work with. So, and all I have on here is like my NFT art. So I was trying to find something that wasn't my NFT art, but I should like prepare better and have these things ready beforehand. All right, I I guess I'm gonna have to use, well, okay, we'll go with this one. I know this is an image I made here in Midjourney, I don't know, a month or so ago. So grabbing the URL, typing / imagine, pasting the URL. I'm gonna say surrounded by tall green grass in the wilderness. Let's do a few more with the same, just for comparison's sake. The surrounded by, I mean, at least given what's here, seems to, like, given the starting image, seems to be the best, like, text to add for this type of situation, but I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. Let's say in all right, 3 variations, same starting image. So this, it's kind of like a sculpture, I guess. It kind of reminds me of like a rainbow obsidian kind of sculpture situation. So first one, I added the word surrounded by tall green grass. Kind of cool, losing the sculpture aspect a bit, but still kind of, I guess, keeping the overall, I don't know, composition. Kind of like this top left. I mean, they're all interesting. Let's see, I'm going to upscale one of them. Okay, very similar, this next one. Surrounded by pink flowers, so top 2 probably look more like the original image. Bottom 2 not so much, but really cool. I'm going to upscale one just to get a closer look, and then in a museum, so we have our sculpture, but then we have this kind of background museum-esque painting type scenery behind it. Wow, sorry about my sneeze. Okay. So here was, well, let's just go back and refresh ourselves on what the starting image was. So starting image, surrounded by tall green grass in the wilderness. Cool. Surrounded by pink flowers. I don't know if this is giving flowers, but I like the textural elements. And what was the last one? Oh, I didn't pick one to upscale. I'm going to grab the top right. And the museum. Very cool. Very cool. All right, image weight parameter. So use the image weight parameter. So --IW to adjust the importance of the image versus the text portion of a prompt. The default value is used when no image weight is specified. Higher values mean the image prompt will have more impact on the finished job. Okay, so it says for version 5, which is what I'm using, technically 5.2, that the default weight is 1. And it ranges between 0 and 2. Very interesting. Okay, so why don't we do this? Why don't we take one of the ones we just did and add this parameter to the end and change it to 2 and see what happens. So I'm going to go with the surrounded by tall green grass in the wilderness one. And then after that, I'm going to add --IW2. So what this should do is the images we get should resemble the starting image more than this first grid that we got, because this was the default, which was 1. So let's see. And let's also do it for, this surrounded by pink flowers as well, just to kind of, oops. I have to copy the, I have to copy the image link again. Let's open that up, copy, imagine, surrounded by pink flowers, IW2. Alrighty, things are marinating. All right. Very interesting. So yeah, absolutely. This grid as compared to the first one that had the default image weight, definitely like resembles the starting image a lot more than the first grid. So I'm just gonna, let's see, I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna grab this top left one so we can take a closer look. So yeah, we're getting a lot more of our original image in here. I mean, we're still getting the surrounded by grass, but definitely a lot more of the original image. Same for this one. Not really getting the pink flowers at all, but getting a lot more resemblance to the starting image. So I'm just gonna upscale 1. Very nice, very nice. Good stuff. Alrighty, let's see, is there anything else here for us? Oh, interesting. I jumped all the way up to 2, but I didn't realize you could do it in increments like this. So I could have done 0.5, 0.75, 1, etc. I'm not going to do all that right now, but good to know. If you really want to get into the image weights, you can have this level of detail in terms of in terms of how influential the starting image is. This is pretty cool. As usual, I have learned a lot, and I guess I could see myself using this here and there. I mean, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Describe. I'm a big fan of Blend. Like I said, this is not one I've been using a lot, but we did get some really cool stuff. So perhaps this will spark some further exploration for me. All right, what do we have next week? Next week we have permutations. Permutations are really awesome. They can be a huge time saver when you're generating or when you want to generate a huge collection of images at once. So I used permutations a lot when I was creating my AI Fashion Week collection because I was trying to generate a bunch of images at once to look at, because I was kind of up against the clock and needing to make things quickly. So excited for permutations. Tomorrow I'm going to sit down and start to think about what next month's schedule will look like. There are a ton of new features that have come out since I put together this program. For example, pan, zoom out, lots of things have come out. So the weird parameter came out. So these are things that I want to get into next month. But yeah, that is all for tonight, folks. It was a little quiet in terms of the live chat, but that is quite all right. I will be back next week. This was recorded, so we can play it back at any time. I will pick which of these images I want to use as the cover image. It's kind of tough. There's some really good ones in here, but I guess I'll surprise y'all. All right, it's been real. It's been fun. I'll see you next time. Have a lovely evening.